Miracle on 34th Street, Boston, New York. Alex Thurman was very excited to be in New York City for Christmas. His high school show choir had won a trip to the Big Apple to perform on stage with the Rockettes at Radio City Music Hall. Shopping at Macy's is a great Christmas experience, remarked Alex Thurman to his friends Spencer Pankow and Keith Brewster.
I got some tools from my dad's workshop,
commented Spencer Pankow.
I got a whoopee cushion. It'll be a big hit at the Brewster family Christmas,
exclaimed Keith Brewster, whose family was into practical jokes.
I can't believe you bought stuff here,
came the voice of Jesse Stewart Bordners, who was another member of the choir. He was only in show choir to get an easy credit, and he didn't practice very hard at the songs or dance moves.
My family orders everything from Amazon and other online retailers. You can get things for discounted prices, and we buy so much we get free shipping,
bragged Jesse in front of some of the girls from class. Alex Thurman was going to argue with him, but was distracted by the poor performance of the Macy's Santa sitting on his throne. He was making a kid cry, and his helper just stood there in sunglasses trying to look cool. Something was not right with this picture.
You better hurry if you want to see Central Park, Alex. You don't want to get caught by Assistant Principal Cobb,
warned Spencer Pankow. Alex Thurman ran into the park, marveling at the skyscrapers towering over the trees. He saw a flock of pigeons and fed them some crumbs from the soft pretzel.
I see you're a fan of pigeons too,
said an older man with a white beard and a twinkle in his eye. Yes, my mom's favorite bird was the dove, and pigeons are their cousin. Some people call them dirty, but I like their feathers that shine different colors under the light.
You've got an eye for detail, but alas, feeding pigeons is all I do nowadays. I used to have a job as Santa Claus at Macy's department store on 34th Street. The manager said they had to cut costs because of competition from online retailers. It seems no one wants to shop at brick-and-mortar stores anymore,
sadly confessed the man. You would make a great Santa Claus. You look just like him, encouraged Alex Thurman.
That's because I am Santa Claus. My name is Kris Kringle.
And he offered his hand to shake.
Stop right there, Mr. Thurman,
came the cold voice of Assistant Principal Cobb.
What's the problem here?
This boy has violated several rules from the field trip permission slip. First of all, he's talking to a stranger, and second, he's broken his curfew,
growled the power-hungry Cobb. There's still 15 minutes left, and I would have made it to Radio City Music Hall on time, defended Alex Thurman.
No, you wouldn't. There's more traffic in New York than you're used to. You are forbidden to perform in the show tonight. You'll have to stand in the lobby with me as punishment,
dismissed Assistant Principal Cobb.
You're making my naughty list, Arnold,
said Kris Kringle.
You just guessed my right first name. I don't care what a crazy old man who hangs out with disgusting birds has to say,
dismissed Cobb, who ushered Alex Thurman out of the park.
This is Alex Thurman, and he is in the show choir, but he won't be performing tonight because of bad behavior,
told Assistant Principal Cobb to anyone in the lobby who would listen. This made Alex feel humiliated and mad. To distract himself, he watched a Salvation Army Santa ring a bell on the corner. Suddenly, Alex Thurman had a vision. He knew where he had seen the Macy's Santa and his helper before. They were none other than Marv Farkas and Harry Dill. A couple of years ago, Alex and his friend Ralphie defeated Marv Farkas and Harry Dill when they tried to rob Ralphie's house on Christmas Eve.
Now, stay right there. I want to watch the Rockettes kick line,
grossly smiled Assistant Principal Cobb as he stepped into the theater. This was just the distraction he needed. Alex Thurman raced back to Macy's that was just closing for the night. He climbed up on the roof and found a loose ventilation grill and snuck inside.
This is the best plan we ever had,
yelled Marv Farkas in the empty department store.
Hey, we just had to pretend to be a low-cost Santa and helper to gain access to the store, and now we're gonna rob them blind,
exclaimed Harry Dill, who was in fact blind himself after getting his eyes shot out a couple of years ago.
When our families see how much money and gifts we stole, they'll have to take us back,
chimed in Marv Farkas.
And if they won't, we'll just buy new families,
laughed Harry Dill.
Harry Dill and Marv Farkas, you are both making my naughty list again this year,
came a deep voice over the intercom.
Who's saying that, Harry?
Frightened Marv.
This is Santa Claus, and I see you when you're sleeping.
Don't be scared. There is no Santa Claus,
lectured Harry. Alex Thurman was amused as he held up a Sony Talkboy voice changer to the intercom system again.
Oh yes, there is a Santa Claus. Just turn on the lights to see,
instructed the voice. Marv Farkas turned on the light switch, and it activated one of Alex's traps. A pitching machine started shooting bricks. Brick after brick, Marv Farkas in the face screaming like a girl.
What's going on, Marv?
yelled Harry, who couldn't see the action. He grabbed a knob, thinking that he'd turn off the pitching machine, but instead it was a flame grill that caught Harry's hat and put it on fire. Yelled Harry, running through the store. He heard the sound of a water fountain and dived in, but the water had been replaced with gasoline. Kaboom!
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals,
coolly said Alex Thurman through the talkboy. Just then, he was grabbed from behind.
Hey, Harry, I just caught Santa Claus. Turns out it's just some dumb kid,
yelled Marv Farkas to his teammate.
Not just any kid.
Harry felt Alex's face with his burned-up hand.
It's Alex Thurman, the kid that got us busted the first time. It'll take a miracle to save you now.
Well, it's a good thing you're on 34th Street then.
Surprisingly announced the voice of Kris Kringle.
Let's show them how we celebrate Christmas downtown.
And a cloud of pigeons crashed through the glass doors and started attacking the two burglars with beaks and bites. Later, the police arrived to arrest Harry Dill and Marv Farkas. Alex Thurman and Kris Kringle drank some hot cocoa.
Is there anything I can do to thank you for saving Macy's department store from a daring robber?
asked William H. Macy, the great-grandson of the founder of Macy's. Mr. Macy, the last Christmas I spent with my mother, she took me to the mall to go shopping. I remember all of the decorations and the festive music playing over the speakers. Even though I was too big, my mother made me sit on Santa's lap, and she kept that picture next to her bed until the end. You can't make memories like those with online shopping, persuaded Alex Thurman.
You've convinced me, Alex. Chris Kringle can have his old job back at twice the pay.
Rewarded William H. Macy. Just then, Assistant Principal Cobb came back with the rest of Alex Thurman's class.
You are in for some severe punishments, Mr. Thurman.
Relished Assistant Principal Cobb.
I'm going to give a big cash award to pay for school programs on the condition that you don't give Alex Thurman any more punishments.
Cut in William H. Macy. Assistant Principal Cobb scowled, knowing that the school couldn't afford to turn down the money.
Alex, we all overheard your story, and it turns out I was wrong all along about shopping at brick-and-mortar stores. I won't shop online anymore.
Announced Jesse Steelboard nurse. Alex Thurman then purchased a ceramic ornament of 2 turtle doves in honor of his mother who passed away, and the help that Kris Kringle and his pigeons gave him, and it decorates his Christmas tree to this day.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas, and don't forget to support your local retailers.